Pokemon Legends is back.
Yes! Yeah!
This is not a 2023 theory video. No, instead, this is actually happening. Maybe not in 2024, but in 2025. We get Pokemon Legends ZA, which, come on guys, really? This title is kind of whack. Don't get me wrong, Pokemon Legends Z sounds awesome. But then you add this A in here and it's like, what's going on here, fellas? The weird title aside and the way it looks aside, this game has so much potential. Now, it's very weird because everyone was predicting that they were going to make a Gen 5 remake, which I still think is going to happen eventually. And they're going to make a Legends Arceus or a Legends style game in the Unova region. And they didn't. Instead, they skipped to Gen 6, which is very weird because I feel like Gen 6 doesn't get a ton of love nowadays. That's the game I came back to Pokemon with. I remember I skipped 5 for some reason, went to 6, and I saw all these brand new Pokemon, and the game was all in 3D on the brand new 3DS, and I was just so excited for Pokemon again. So Pokemon X and Y has some nostalgic feelings for me personally, but I understand going back to it now. The roster of new Pokemon is abysmal. It is so small. When I played it the first time, I skipped Generation 5, so all the Pokemon were new to me, basically. Like, there were so many new Pokemon that to this day I still get confused on which Pokemon came from which gen. But my backstory out of the way, I am so excited for this new game. I love Pokemon Legends Arceus. It is one of those games where I was excited for the initial reveal, just kind of something new for the Pokemon franchise, while at the same time not being a total, side project like Pokemon Rangers or, those other games, which is great, those games are great, but it's still kind of mainline, or at least they're still qualifying Legends as a mainline series, but it's still different from the mainline series. It's very strange, but I love Pokemon Legends Arceus. From what we see from the trailer, we see a city being developed. This is Lumio City, and it's crazy because, again, did not expect it to be Gen 6, but I guess this city is more popular than something like Unova City. There is one interesting detail that wasn't in the trailer that I want to draw attention to. According to Nintendo of America's Twitter account, a new adventure set entirely within Lumio City. What does that mean? I mean, obviously, that means that the whole game is going to take place within the city. But how? How are they going to do that? Now, I'm trying to remember X and Y. It's been a while, but I don't remember Lumio City having grasslands or anything of that nature. It was just urban, right? Or am I misremembering this game? If this is about the development, let's say, we're going back to the past, even though this trailer shows kind of a modern setting perhaps, or maybe semi-modern, they're building up the city. I'm assuming, we're building Lumio City, which that we can get into the nitty-gritty on that here in a bit. But that's the thing. Is this going to be in the past? How far in the past? Certainly not as far as Legends Arceus. But if this is going to be in the Legends gameplay, right? If this has the Legends title, then we're going to be expecting Legends gameplay, which means feral Pokemon, which I'm assuming, they're going to have to give an excuse on why the Pokemon are attacking humans again. You're going to be able to capture Pokemon within the wild without going into a battle, which, y'all, that is my favorite thing that the Legends games, or the Legend game, not Legends yet, not plural, but the Legend game introduced was just being able to walk up to a Pokemon, not transition to a battle to catch it, but just throw your Pokeball, catch it, and then move on. I love this mechanic so much. that I was so disappointed when it wasn't Scarlet and Violet. What a downgrade that was. They kind of had a mechanic, but it wasn't the same. You weren't able to really aim down your sights, sneak behind a Pokemon and catch it by surprise. There was none of that. Legends Arceus is incredible when it comes to catching Pokemon. And that's why I play Pokemon games. I don't play necessarily to go into battles or go into the competitive side of things. Nope. Instead, for me, it's a collectathon. I love catching Pokemon. I love catching new Pokemon, really filling out the Pokedex. That is why I play Pokemon games. And that's what Legends is really all about, especially doing the research task, catching so many certain types of Pokemon, for missions and side quests. We can see more side quests, which, oh gosh, again, Scarlet and Violet dropped the ball on side quests, because even in Legends Arceus, you're able to do certain side quests, and you're able to kind of build the town in a certain way. Like eventually the town does grow as you do more side quests and complete main quests. And I just thought that was so neat in a Pokemon game. And this trailer for ZA gives me the impression that we're going to see more of that. It's literally a city blueprint that we're seeing on the screen. That's why it is the way that it is. But it's so crazy that they are really going all in on this idea. But I will say that it does concern me that, Nintendo of America did say that it takes entirely in the city. What exactly does that mean? Is this going to be a huge metropolis kind of city where there's going to be different biomes within the city, like grasslands and stuff? Are we going to be seeing that? Or are we just going to be seeing urban style city, which that would be kind of lame if we just saw that. Whereas, Legends Arceus, yeah, you had your hub town that you can kind of go to, shop, have your Pokemon there and get side quests. But then you were able to go out into the world and go out to 5 regions and explore the untamed wilderness that was that world. I'm just a little concerned that Pokemon Legends ZA is not going to have that, or it's not going to really fulfill that need, or fulfill that want for players. Just being able to travel across grasslands, snow biomes, or whatever. Yeah, how's that going to work? Is there going to be snow biomes? Is there's going to be seasons? There are so many questions, especially after that tweet that Nintendo made, because in my mind, I was like, okay, this is going to be a huge hub, and then we're going to go outside the city. But now it's well, how big is this city? Is there going to be other regions in the city? And I honestly think yes, only because, I can't think of the Pokemon Company deciding on just going with an urban development look for the environment, the whole game. I can't really imagine that. On the other hand, I would love to be able to catch Pokemon in an urban environment. There's little traces of that in Pokemon. You go to cities and stuff, and sometimes there's grass out there that you can go and catch Pokemon in. But in an urban development, that's really interesting. I know in Pokemon Black and White, you have Pokemon battles in urban cities, which was crazy, and it was kind of cool just seeing that environment and being able to battle within it. But yeah, doing that while also, going out and catching Pokemon and having, different districts and shops and stuff, that's actually going to be really cool. So I hope there is stuff outside the city, or at least different biomes and regions within the city, as well as being able to just catch Pokemon within their urban, developments and stuff. That would be crazy. But if Game Freak is going to go really into the town building aspect, the city building aspect that they kind of are hinting towards in the trailer, then they better double down on it. Not that I want to completely customize Lumio City to whatever I want, but I really hope that there is some customization or some kind into this game, or at least catch a Pokemon that is able to lift a steel beam or whatever to help build a house or something. Something where like you catch a Pokemon and it actually contributes to the building of Lumio City. I think that'd be crazy cool. And that's where side quests and stuff can come in and help flesh out the world that way. There are so many ideas running through my head. I can't possibly run through them all as quick as I want to. And trust me, I could run my mouth all day. But there is another aspect that I want to touch, and that is Mega Evolution. It is back, baby.
How about this one? I call it Bold and Brash.
I am so excited because this is one of my favorite battle mechanics, gimmicks that the Pokemon Company has introduced in the entire Pokemon franchise. Like Mega Evolution to me, again, I don't really care for battles or the competitive side to Pokemon. Like, I really do not care about that. Like, I don't even know if the Mega Evolution mechanic is liked by the community or anything. I really don't know. But I do know that a lot of people like it, and I love it. Not only does it give your Pokemon a boost in battle, but it also changes the look of your Pokemon. And for Pokemon that, like, you know, you level them up all the way and you evolve them all the way, and you're kind of just thinking like, oh man, if only they had one more evolution. Bam, that's where Mega Evolutions come in. Like, there are so many Pokemon that were in Gen 3 that I was like, man, if they could just have one more evolution. And then Mega Evolution comes and I wouldn't say fixes that issue, but it definitely gave me that third evolution that I was looking for in some of the Pokemon. And I can't wait not only for just to see returning Pokemon get Mega Evolution again in a new Pokemon game, but also new Pokemon getting new Mega Evolutions. I'm assuming we're going to have 3 new starters from each generation, kind of like how Legends Arceus was. You know, they picked one starter from one generation. That could be a whole nother discussion on who they would pick, but I can easily see new Mega Evolutions for those, as well as new variants of those as well. So yeah, there is a lot to discuss on this game, even though they didn't show much in the trailer. I mean, they just showed a blueprint of the city and just Pokemon running around the place. It just looks like a huge city to me, but the potential is there, and it has that Legends subtitle, which I love Legends, so that's an easy winner in my books. I love that they're bringing back Pokemon Z. I love that they're bringing that back, but what's with the A, dog? Like, what's going on here? That said, I'm excited that Pokemon Z is actually a thing, even though it is with the Legends series. So yeah, I actually really enjoyed this Pokemon Presents. I wasn't expecting much going into it, but I gotta admit, I kind of enjoyed it. At least, you know, the ending, you know, when they showed Pokemon Legends ZA. But I will say that I am looking forward to that TCG trading card mobile game that they announced in the Pokemon Presents. It looks like a more simplified, very simplified version of TCG, which I also appreciate because I don't play TCG, so like this seems perfect for me. You know, collecting cards and just looking at the artwork and playing simple battles here and there. So I'm actually pretty excited for that too, but definitely Legends took the spotlight here. But let me know your thoughts down below. Are you excited for Pokemon Legends ZA? Do you think that this will be better than Legends Arceus? Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know your theories. Let me know what they're going to be showcasing with this game and what they're going to be including in this game. Let me know down below, and I'll see y'all next time. God bless.